What's up? I'm Dominick Walker. I'm here with TransWorld Skateboarding, and today I'm going to teach you how to kickflip. You want to refer to our last video, which is the ollie, if you want to learn the kickflip, because the ollie is so foundational that you need that first. The kickflip is one of my favorite tricks. It literally has been everything to me. I love to kickflip into my grinds, into my slides, and so that's actually built such a career for me, and I've been super stoked on that. The kickflip is something that you need to have in your bag of tricks. Just like the ollie, you want to have your feet right where the bolts are. That's where I started as a base. But something you'll learn with kickflips is you're gonna be scooting your foot around a lot, just trying to find that sweet spot. So don't be alarmed if your foot is too high up, too low. Sometimes you might be a bigger person or you might be a smaller person. So you definitely wanna make sure that it accommodates to the way you skate. And this is accommodating to your style as well. You know, eventually you'll figure out, I might want to kickflip a little bit wider because it looks better versus kickflipping super far down and it just kind of flips, but it doesn't look as good. With the kickflip, you want to do this. Feet right where the bolts are, foot back on that tail, feet in. As you're approaching the kickflip, your foot's going to want to scoot down just a smidgen, like almost, you could have your foot over the first bolt if you want to, up to you. But definitely within the first bolt area. So like this area here, smack that tail, very foundational with every trick. And once this board comes up, at the same time, you're gonna be kicking your foot off to the corner of your board. No preference where in the corner, you'll find that on your own. But you wanna kick your foot off that corner. As you kick it off the corner, your board's gonna do the ollie and it's gonna be flipping at the same time. So the foot's gonna come off and you don't want your foot to go too far. For me, I notice a lot of people kick their foot so far off the board. That's okay if you're learning and you're just stomping it maybe with your back foot. You really want to have your feet locked in. And as you do that kickflip, you want to make sure that your board doesn't go anywhere. It stays right where you are, right up under you. Common mistakes with the kickflip. People let their board slip under them or behind them. That's something that you really got to learn to just kind of sit in a neutral place of your board. You really don't want to sit too far forward or too far back. You feel squared up with where your feet are. Even if your nose is sticking out a little bit, that's the whole point of the kickflip, is so you have a little bit of nose to work with and that you scoot your foot down in order to give yourself some room to really flip that board, but not too far. Another common mistake is people like to jump to the side of their boards. They'll do a kickflip and they'll land like this, or they'll end up landing like this. I'm goofy footed, so of course everything is this way for me, but for your regular footers, you know what I mean? You end up landing like this or like that. It happens, but this is why you have to choose where you want to do your kickflip. Whether you do it in the grass or on concrete, it's going to make a big difference. Concrete, you're working with the rolling aspect. Grass, you're working with the stationary aspect. Super stationary, board's not going anywhere. And for some people, that's helpful. And there's no right or wrong. Skateboarding, it's very open for you to do however you want to do it. And so with the kickflip, whether it's in the grass and the concrete, I think it'll be fine. From the beginning, I always put my front foot on first. That's me. Back foot on, toes in. Now my big toe is like right over my left side bolt at the bottom. But as I'm approaching the kickflip, I'm scooting it in. For me, this is just base. I just put my feet here. And then as I'm approaching the kickflip, I scoot it in. I pop the board, I kick the board, it flips, stationary, lands right under me. Everything's great. I hope my tips help you learn how to kickflip. I know my first kickflip was very important and I was really excited. So everyone out there, if you learn your kickflip, send me a video, tag TransWorld Skate, and I hope you learned this kickflip. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the streets.